Legia Warsaw 1-0 Leicester. Mahir Emreli strike sees forces beaten in Europa League group game. Leicester indifferent start to the season continued on Thursday as they were beaten 1-0 by Legia Warsaw in the Europa League, thanks to the fast strike from Mahir Emreli. Brendan Rodgers makes 6 changes to his starting lineup from the weekend draw at Burnley, benching of his star players, and it showed in the lackluster first half. The goal seemed to galvanize Leicester, who improved in the final minutes of the first half and were better in the second. But even the introduction of the forces raft of attacking substitutes could not guide them to victory. The result will go on as a famous night for Legia Warsaw, with the native goalkeeper Cezary Mista in tears at full-time, after keeping a clean sheet, having deputized for regular number 1 Artur Boruc. Legia take a short early lead in Group C with 6 points, while Leicester sit bottom of the table with plenty of work to do the quality for the knockout round. How Leicester were beaten at Legia. Legia had 2 identical chances inside 6 minutes. Matthias Johansson easily got the better of Jala Sochunchu down the right flank, getting into the box before cutting the ball back for waiting. Matthias Johansson easily got the better of Jala Sochunchu down the right flank, getting into the box before cutting the ball back for waiting Andre Martins at the top of the area. However, his low effort was deflected behind for a corner. Minutes later, it was a very similar move with the same players, but Martin's shot was weak and rolled easily into Kasper Schmeichel's hands. Leicester improved somewhat after conceding and had a few sights of goal as the game headed towards halftime. Timothy Caston nodded an effort into Cezary Mista's hands before Perret fired just wide. Yuri Tielemans has stolen a wonderful ball through the middle, which Daga tapped into Pires' path. However, the forward clashed his effort a fair distance past the post. James Maddison looked lively after being introduced as a substitute, but could not find the net with 2 last grab efforts as Leicester left Warsaw empty-handed. Man of the match, Mahir Emreli. It was Emreli's 4th goal in 4 games for Legia, and as he did in the Europa League qualifier rounds, almost single-handedly steered his side to victory. He was guilty of some poor finishing later in the game, but did well overall. We should have scored 2 more goals in the last few minutes, but Kostratri's first effort was fantastically saved by Schmeichel, and then he passed the ball to Packard, but he missed. I spoke to Brendan Rodgers after the game. It is true, he is a role model as a coach for me. We gave him a nice gift, so I hope he will be happy how he was welcome here. Which shows that even when you are losing on the pitch, you can do so with class. Clan Camera, Rangers boss Steven Gerrard not surprised over claims midfielder was targeted for abuse. Rangers manager Steven Gerrard was not surprised to hear claims that Galen Camara had been targeted by school children at Stamford Bridge, but admitted he had not noticed himself. Boos were audible when Camara touched the ball more than any other Rangers player as Sparta secured a 1-0 Europa League win. The treatment of the midfielder came 5 months after Slavia Prague defender Olcay Kudala was banned for 10 matches, having been found guilty by UEFA of racist behavior, told Camara, who received a 3-game ban himself for alleged assault in the Ibrox tunnel. When asked if UEFA should look at this situation, Gerrard said, "There needs to be more done. Not just myself. Everyone across the world is asking for more and bigger and better, and more extreme punishments in terms of racism. It needs to be eradicated. But until the powers that be do more, and treat it more seriously until that happens, We are going to dealing with these questions for a longer time.